Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever and wherever you are. On this week's episode of Greetings From, we get horny on Main and play a game of Marry Fuck Kill, Spooky Edition. Halloween has passed, but our desire for the creepy, the scary, and the haunted has not. Join us as we discuss why you should consider marrying a husband with many hands and more. Content warning for sexual discussion and sexual themes. Enjoy!
Greetings, travelers. It is November 10th, 2019, and this is episode 22 of the Greetings From podcast. My name is Rebecca Faye, and I am joined as always by my two very good friends. First, I really want to spend some quality time with each and every one of you, so let's share some moments that we'll never forget. For the sake of my sisters, you know? Okay, let's party like we're fucking porn stars, okay? Olivia Quinn, we're gonna party like we're fucking porn stars?
Yo, going back to Until Dawn, it's still so fucking good. I still enjoy that game so much. It's such fucking trash, but it's trash that I love putting in my mouth.
How long is a speed run to kill Chloe? Is it Chloe?
Longer?
Emily?
Longer than an hour. Because I was like, oh, this will take like an hour to get through this game. No, I didn't go through the fucking intro of the game.
It takes you an hour to sit through Oh Death alone. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I think me and Tyler were talking about this, but Oh Death's a good song, and I'll defend it till the end of my life.
It's a good song. I don't know if I like that cover version, but I like that song. Anyway, welcome to the Greetings From Country Music cast. I'm also joined by... I walked. I could do nothing but walk, and then I saw me walking in front of myself, but it wasn't really me. Watch out. The gap in the door. It's a separate reality. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you, Tyler Smith?
It's not really me. Am I sure? Who is this? I don't know why I'm whispering.
The Greetings From ASMR Horror Country Music Podcast.
Yes.
Sorry, I was revisiting PT recently and remembering how good that game is and how I kind of wish we maybe got that instead of Death Stranding. Well,
yes.
You didn't hear that from me, though.
We'll see how Death Stranding turns out, though. You know, you never know. Maybe there's just one corridor of a hallway you have to walk down and deliver a package to. And
Dude, I would not be surprised if Death Stranding's just in that fuck. If PT's in Death Stranding, I wouldn't even... I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That totally tracks.
Maybe one of the little prepper hideouts is just the Death Stranding hallway. So you sneak down into that door, and then it's just like, oh shit, wait a minute. How do I balance my 6 foot tall backpack while I have Lisa on my ass? I don't know.
We'll find out.
She's the body. She's the body you're carrying.
That comes out this week, right? This comes out Friday?
Oh, it comes out on Friday. Technically, this podcast... So technically, today is November 10th, 2019, which is not currently the date. This is just the date that this podcast is being released. Today is the 5th. It comes out on the 8th. So... I got it on pre-order.
Live in a world where that exists, where that's available, where people will know what Death Stranding really is.
This podcast will exist in a world where Death Stranding exists in the world also at the same time.
I don't think we're ready for it.
I don't think anyone's ready for it. I think the release of two great milestones of culture and art, I just don't think the world's ready for it.
Which one are we?
Two things, this Death Stranding and a Greetings From podcast.
Which one is the culture and which one is the art?
I don't know. That you can't put a label on art, man.
Trick question. Our
podcast
right. Is both of the things.
Okay.
Hideo Kojima presents a Hideo Kojima production of the Greetings From podcast starring Hideo Kojima. Please sponsor us, Kojima, please. God. Okay, so we missed Halloween by a rocket. We just rocketed right on past Halloween. So we had originally talked about doing a kind of little fun, lighthearted cast for the originally 3 days after Halloween podcast, but now we're looking at like, I don't know, it's just going to be like a week and a half Halloween podcast, but that's fine, because we're still here to have a good time. So we sent out a survey to our listeners and beloved readers and friends on the internet, asking them to send us, without any prompting, their favorite horror game villains, monsters, creatures, beings, what have you. And we got a bunch of responses back. And so, in true Greetings From Get Horny on Main fashion, I propose we play an old-fashioned game of Fuck, Marry, Kill Villain Edition. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Woo! Woo! All right.
Fuck 'em. Kill them.
Maybe marry them. Elope.
fuck them is the only option. That's the high stakes game that we play here on the Greetings from Podcast. So obviously, fair warning, this game will involve probably some explicit content. So if you are of a weak stomach or under the age of 18, I recommend you turn this off. Although
a weak stomach. Oh, God.
Go ask your parents if you're under 18 if you can listen to us. Please get permission.
I did learn about one of the characters that got submitted, and it was from Dark Souls. I never played Dark Souls. I haven't played it still, and I looked up the character, and it's fucking disgusting.
Oh, so did your friends tell you who they sent in?
Only one person told me they sent in.
Okay, because I was looking at that one, and I'm hoping that one comes up.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
We should do fuck, kill, kill.
Fucking and murdering is the only two options in the villain game.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're gonna have to marry one of them or some of them. So, just to give you a heads up, some of these are characters, like bad guys kind of a thing, and some of them are probably not sentient, but evil creatures. Almost all of them are men as well. Turns out there's a real weird bent when you look at games and who they put as villains. Anyway,
I'm
that's
glad
a
the men
weird.
are always evil. Patriarchy.
I was looking through it and I was like,
the true horror.
There's a couple in here I would not qualify as being villains, but I'm really interested. Like, I wish I could have a conversation with the person who submitted it. Like, maybe I should include a Y, like an optional Y, in the next one of these that we do.
Please write a 500-word essay on why they're a villain, so that we can actually keep track of everybody.
Yeah, so I'm sincerely hoping that we get a couple of these really weird ones in there. All right, you guys ready to play?
Ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I just pulled 3 numbers, and now, completely randomly, they are... So they're not getting pulled out of a hat. I'm just doing it on the computer because I decided not to put everything in a hat this time. All right, so our first character is Dutch Vanderlinde from Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the first one? He's
yeah.
much less attractive in the first one.
You can, well, maybe you had a past fling with him. I don't know.
That's fair.
And now you're just like exes that hate each other, but you had a real steamy love affair at one point in time.
Hate fuck.
Yeah. So our second one is, someone's gonna have to help me out with this one. It's from Silent Hill Homecoming. It's Schism? Does this, I remember this game.
Correct.
Okay, so it's, I remember Silent Hill Homecoming because it's the one with the ice. For some reason, that's the only part of that game I remember. And also that it maybe wasn't very good, but we got one of those, which I think is maybe spooky.
Oh, God. I'm looking this thing up. It's like a hammerhead shark, but with a mouth in the middle of it.
Great. Okay. So we have Dutch Vanderlinde, a hammerhead shark with a mouth in the middle of it. And our final one is GLaDOS from Portal.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill, Dutch Vanderlinde, scary Silent Hill thing, and GLaDOS.
I'm going to post this in our chat because I feel like y'all need to see this fucking
Okay.
thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it now, too. Schism. He's kind of cute. Just a little bit.
I think our definition of cute is very different.
Just a little cute.
Wait.
Just a little cute.
Wait. So, does it only have one arm and the other arm is the hammerhead shark head? Wait, what is how?
No,
is
I think
its other arm
it has
is
2 arms,
is just
but
like
that's
back.
just a weird angle.
Yeah. It's got 2 arms.
Okay.
It's just a human.
Okay.
It's a human body for audience listeners at home. It's a human body, but where there should be a head, there's like this elongated neck face thing that then ends like an axe. Like if you think of Perfect Dark the movie, or Pitch Black, not Perfect Dark, sorry, Pitch Black the movie with Vin Diesel, it's like those monsters where it has like that hammerhead shark shape, but yeah.
I'm gonna fuck this thing. I'm gonna fuck this hammerhead shark thing.
I think like a very important thing that Tyler said is that it has a human body, so there's like a mermaid element to this.
Mm-hmm.
Where
it's like a reverse mermaid, if you will.
It's a reverse mermaid where it's human on the bottom. So if that helps anyone think this through.
I just noticed its toes, and it has become 20% less attractive to me. Like,
Only
it's totally normal, but feet are just gross.
Only 20%?
In my opinion. Okay, sorry, my brain was too focused on these little feeties. It's Dutch Vanderlinde, this guy, and who was the third one?
GLaDOS.
From Portal. Okay. I kind of feel like, I don't know, if it were me, I kind of want to have, like, a hate-fuck relationship with GLaDOS. Just saying. Like, I know she hates me, so obviously there would be no love here, but I don't know if I want to kill her. You know what I mean? Where, like, with Dutch, it's like, he was better looking in the past, but he's super crazy in the current. And I don't know.
He did Arthur dirty. He did Arth so dirty.
Yeah.
I'm done with him. He's dead.
I'm sorry. He did John Marston dirty, too. He's just a dirty boy who maybe deserves to be killed. I'm sorry. Wait, okay. So that's the problem. So if we say kill Dutch van der Linde, fuck GLaDOS, and that means I have to marry the hammerhead shark thing. I don't think I want that. I don't
marry the shark boy.
No.
See, I think I'm in my camp is I'm marrying GLaDOS because we're just gonna have that fucking sarcastic, we're clearly having issues in our marriage, but like we're still together, but like she's, herself. And it's all fine. It's fine. But like,
do you stay together or do you eventually get divorced?
Well,
like, does she become your ex?
We're married,
it's like GLaDOS
so we're
destined
supposed
to
to
be
stay
your
together.
ex-wife.
So like, I learned to deal with her bullshit, and she like learns to, not kill me, through testing, and you know how it goes. And I'm definitely killing Schism. Sorry, I said Schism's cute, but also I don't want that thing near me or around me.
I need to point out that GLaDOS has like some fucking like twice divorced energy around her.
She kind of does.
She's just very much like she's doing herself, but for some reason she keeps getting married.
Yep. I kind of want to marry GLaDOS just so I can be her ex-wife. Like I kind of aspire to be GLaDOS' ex-wife. Is that weird? Okay, so then I would say, in that case, I would marry GLaDOS to divorce GLaDOS. I would fuck Dutch van der Linde in the past only.
Y'all are fucking cowards.
And then I'm gonna kill this Schism. I don't care. There's worse things that are gonna come up, probably, so I'm taking a knee on this one. I'm out. I'm tapping out.
Alright, me and Schism are gonna fuck. I'm gonna marry GLaDOS. I'm gonna kill Dutch van der Linde because he's a dirty trash boy.
But sometimes we love our dirty trash man. All I can ever think of is I'm the trash man. I come out in the ring. I throw trash everywhere.
Listen, the Vicar Marks Defender has logged on. So Vicar Max is
the
out his name.
Vicar Max Defender is logged on 24/7. Come at me.
Okay, Boomer.
That's not Boomer mentality. Yeah.
I think Vicar Max is some boomer shit, so I'm done with it.
Okay, I love Vicar Max because I've taken him everywhere, and he will compare literally every single situation to being in prison. Every situation. Doesn't matter where you are. He'll be like, this is like prison. He'll be like, wow, that chair was like being in prison. Wow, this room is bigger than the one I had in prison. It's like, we get it. You went to prison.
This is some
he literally
shit
has
where
no
it's like,
personality. That's not, I went to prison. Just want you to know.
The world is a prison, man.
We're all just living in it. All right. God, this is already very cursed. Are we ready for round 2?
Yes.
Round 2. Okay, so for round 2, I had to look up a picture of one of these because I realized I didn't actually know what it was, and now I know. So our first one is Ruvik, the bad evil guy from The Evil Within, the guy in the white cloak, you may remember, who like juts around places and has like a vitamin D deficiency. I think he was in The Evil Within 2 as well, but he was in The Evil Within 1 for certain. Our second one is Dead Hand from Ocarina of Time. That one's for you, Olivia. And our third, and this one this is the one I really would like the 500-word essay on why he is a villain, because the answer is Mr. Resetti from Animal Crossing.
Mr. Resetti is very obviously a villain, and I thought we could all agree upon this.
I don't think he's a villain. He teaches you to save your game. That's his whole purpose, is he lives in the sewers and he teaches you to save. And then he also makes you feel bad if you're like changing your clock time around like I used to.
Here's my pitch. Tom Nook keeps you in permanent debt, right? That's Tom Nook's goal. Okay. I feel like you use time travel to get around Tom Nook's
gives you an
power.
interest-free loan.
Listen, you can be an indentured servant. It's fine. I don't, like, as long as we agree that's what you are, it's fine. Okay. And then Mr. Resetti Mr. Resetti's an enforcer of these time dilation issues because like it's just going to degrade Tom Nook's like money. That's my pitch on Mr. Resetti's the law enforcement of time for Tom Nook.
Does that make him a bad guy though? Do we need a law enforcement of time? Like the concept of time?
I don't know. Do people who keep indentured servants, are they bad? What are you arguing for, Rebecca?
I'm still like, I think I've come around on Tom Nook, and you can boomer me for that, but I think I've come around on Tom Nook. Like, he gives you an interest-free loan, and he gives you your product up front. That's it. you're just like, hey, I want a bigger house. And he's like, you got that. And then he gives it to you. And then he said, okay, pay me off when you can.
Okay,
no
here's
interest.
Here's my counter
no
offer.
interest.
Is that you say, okay, I'll take a house. And then he's like, oh, you paid off your house? Okay, here's a bigger house. You didn't ask for it. It's just happening right now. I feel like he just automatically upgrades your shit.
He doesn't automatically. I'm pretty sure he doesn't automatically upgrade it.
Maybe I'm misremembering. Todd Nook's a villain. I'll die on this hill.
Okay, so the 500-word essay on why Mr. Resetti is a villain is that he is a time cop in service to the capitalist overlord that is Tom Nook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so wow, that's crazy. All right, so Ruvik, Dead Hand, and Mr. Resetti.
Have y'all seen Dead Hand? Because Dead Hand's some shit.
I just looked up some pictures of Dead Hand. I'm impressed, first of all. I didn't think something like that could exist in a Zelda game because usually the villains are very, like... They're not cute, but they're definitely, like, not super overly grotesque. And this is super overly grotesque.
Rebecca, have you seen this thing?
Yeah, it's a big guy with a big mouth. Wow. Whew, it's like a ghost with a zombie head.
Just to give some context here, the way that you fight this thing is that you're at the bottom of a well that's all evil and crazy and shit. And then he actually, like, you'll fight him, and then he buries himself into the ground, and then all these hands come out, and you have to, like, kill his hands as they're, like, popping out of the ground. Or, like, find him and hit him, and he's, like, buried under the ground, and he keeps popping up. It's fucked up. He's a fucked up villain.
I'm pretty sure I'm marrying him, actually.
Explain why.
I just want a husband with that many hands. I mean, it's so useful.
That's it. That's just the requirement.
Why not? He's not that bad looking either. Like, listen, he has a nice smile. Okay, like,
just lots of teeth.
Lots of teeth.
All the teeth.
Lots of teeth. Okay, but like,
does that imply good dental hygiene?
Well, I mean, even in his, like, fan art, he has good teeth, so I don't know. Like, they're not janky.
It's just the number of teeth. They're not well taken care of. They're just numerous.
I don't know. I'm looking at a picture, and, like, he just got a big-ass smile. Like, it's just a big mouth, big teeth. They're not even sharp. They're, like...
work, and then it's just this, like, truthy smile.
What if they're, like, dentures? Like, big dentures? Like, that's what literally that's what I'm looking at. Oops. Oh, shit. Looking at his pictures now, and I'm like... They're just like big dentures. They're not that bad, you know?
I'm not going to yuck your yum. If that's what you want to marry, I agree. It's all fine with me, I guess.
Which means that because I'm not going to marry Mr. Resetti. Because
Mr. Resetti has a job. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, he does have a job, but my husband also has a job, which is ensnaring Link and maybe killing him.
Okay, wait, doesn't Mr. Resetti get fired in New Leaf? Don't you have to, like, rebuild his home? Because, like, he doesn't have a job anymore.
I don't think Resetti's in New Leaf. I think...
No, he is.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah,
you have to, like,
he is.
rebuild the reset center or whatever, and he'll, like, hang out there.
Yeah.
But here's why I don't want to, like, marry Resetti, is because he lectures you when you try to save the game or forget to save the game before quitting. I don't want that in my relationship. I don't want someone to lecture me all the fucking time, you know? It just seems really, like, nitpicky and
Could you imagine if you didn't do the dishes?
Exactly.
And then like, how he's gonna dress you down if you just forgot to do a dish?
Exactly. What I need in my relationship is support. Like, okay, I missed a dish. Let's be like, hey, there's still one left. That's it. That's all I need. Okay, thank you.
There's 40 hands to help you with the dishes.
Yeah, I have 40 hands. I got that, hun. I saw you did all the dishes but this one dish. Like, I got it. I got extra hands. We're good.
Just like a 40th hand just comes out.
Yeah.
Like, I got this.
I feel like what we're missing from you, Tyler, is where does Ruvik fall in this? And I feel like you're going to kill him. But I want to know, like, is there anything appealing about this character?
Can I put an asterisk in here? The relationship between Ruvik and Sebastian is a little fucky. Like, some of the stuff that Ruvik says to him is like, oh, my plaything. Oh, I'm here to... well, your friends couldn't help you, but I guess I'm here. Look at me. Woo, I'm here. So, like, I have some questions about where Ruvik should fall in this, is what I'm saying.
Well, how old is Ruvik? Because... You know, he's kind of depicted as a child, and I'm just going to assume for this podcast, all intents and purposes, he is at least 18, and he just has the body of a child.
It says he's 37.
Oh, is he?
According to this DVR fan compilation thing that I just found.
Oh. Okay, well, hello, Daddy.
I don't want to see that one. He doesn't look great.
Yeah, he's got some things
get that
going
out on the table.
I feel like if fucking Dead Hand is in the conversation, he looks amazing compared to that just mouthful of teeth.
Compared to Dead Hand. I don't know. There's something like, I don't know. I get this really weird sense of, I don't know. There's something very fucky with Ruvik, and it makes me actually a little uncomfortable. Like, I'm not like, yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, no.
It's like the exposed chest at all times, I feel like. It's like he doesn't know how to wear a t-shirt or a coat or something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, he knows how to wear a coat, just doesn't know how to button it, actually. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's athletic, maybe we would say, if we have to describe him.
Here's the thing.
Hard body.
What?
He's a hard body.
He does have a good body, okay? And also, he's very adventurous. Like, he loves to do weird shit. So I feel like it'd be the kinkiest sex of your life. And that's why I think I might choose to fuck him.
I think I would. I kind of think I would too. It said there is a quote that I'm looking at that says, "I know what you crave and what you fear."
Yeah, this dude is totally like a dom. He is a dominatrix. He will take care of you and like knows your boundaries better than you do.
I don't think boundaries are here. I think this is gonna be.
You don't think there's no safe word or anything involved?
There's no safe word.
There's no safe
word. No, he'll teach you the meaning of a safe word. He'll like cut your face off and sew a different person's face on it.
Oh, no, please don't.
That's what he looks like. He has like half a face.
That's true.
It's like Handsome Jack, but awful. Well, Handsome Jack's bad too. Sorry. It's hard. We can't do ranking of villains when they're all bad.
I feel like, like that saying where it's like everything's about sex except for sex, which is about power. And it's like this guy is into like the power dynamic aspect, like you're talking about, Tyler.
Definitely.
But his skin is not there. Really.
Olivia.
Falling off,
but
think about it.
Think of this. Okay, what if you're blindfolded?
About your sheets after that's done.
But what if you're blindfolded? That's usually part of the thing to begin with. Like
you can. I mean, I think you could blindfold yourself in Dead Hand. Also.
Yeah, you could. But I'm gonna look at my handsome husband and his beautiful teeth. So.
Ruvik probably still has a dick, and I'm just saying, like, he probably has genitals. That's what I'm saying. Dead Hand doesn't wear clothes. You don't see any genitals, so whatever.
I don't need genitals, to have fun.
You just want those big chompers. I understand. I know your kink. It's fine.
Listen, he has like 8 hands. I'm sure one of them can do a job for me. We're good.
What that mouth do, though?
Dead Hand
has 1,000 hands. You can do a lot of things. Those hands can go everywhere. Wow, we're getting very horny.
So wait, so does that mean Dead Hand just won the sexy contest over Ruvik?
To me, yeah. And Ruvik has the teeth thing going on too. He's got that gigantic smile, which is scarier than
You cannot compare Dead Hand's fucking like mouthful of teeth with Ruvik's normal sized mouth.
His mouth is not that normal. Okay, it's like half of his face. So. In that department, they're like the same, level of mouthness. But I'm still killing Rivet because, fuck off. Don't tell me that I need to do the dishes. I don't know why that warrants for murdering, but it does. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna kill you because you told me to do the dishes.
How dare you tell me to be a fucking adult? I know what I'm doing.
I just realized that Dead Hand's actual hands on his body are fucking like Dead Space pincers, like the little like claw things, but he's got 1,000 other hands. So like that's a little strange. I don't know where the other hands are, but he's got them.
Where do they come from?
Maybe they're
the ground.
Where do they come from, Joe?
They're ground hands.
Ground hands. Okay.
So Rebecca, I think we haven't heard from you yet on where you land on this dynamic.
Okay, I think I have to like own up to what my heart is telling me, which is I'm going to marry Mr. Resetti. He's a hardworking, honest man. He's maybe a criminal, but he's going to be out of a job soon because autosave is coming to New Horizons, so we'll figure it out. Look, I've been unemployed too. I got laid off too. I get it. It sucks, but we'll get through this together. We're a rock. This is a relationship. We're a family. And also, I want to secretly go marry Apollo because he's my favorite. So I'll marry Mr. Resetti. Okay. I'm going to fuck Ruvik. And I'm going to kill Dead Hand and all of his hands. Goodbye.
I'm pretty close to that. I'm going to kill Dead Hand because
That meme is
come on. Come on.
I think you're just being a little judgmental and harsh about this. I think if you gave him a chance, he would make you happy.
Oh, I don't know if I want to give him a chance.
I'm gonna marry Resetti because he'll always wake me up on time because he's a time cob demon, and then I'm gonna fuck Ruvik, I guess, because skin.
I'm glad we're all fucking Ruvik. Even though, Olivia, you were opposed to it at first. Listen, just put the blindfold on, and you'll have a good time.
Can we have phone sex? Is that allowed?
I guess it's a form.
Can we cyber? Can we just chat with one another? Is that cool?
Probably.
I feel like he would come right through the phone, though. He's that kind of person who would do that, you know? Doesn't he have those kind of powers? I don't know. He looks very, like, The Ring.
This also, like, precludes you having to be in the, like, Evil Within weird space and time in order for him to appear through a telephone.
Dude,
is he gonna, like, hotline bling
so
you?
Horny.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They, like, want these folks to fuck. Like, hard.
Yeah. Did you look at the cosplay? Because, wow, it's kind of upsetting,
it's a good cosplay.
actually. I thought it was still from the game. All right. God, these are cursed. You guys ready for round 3?
Lay it on me.
Okay. Cursed round 3. All right. So I pulled 3 random numbers, and I pulled 3 random names. And they are Hades, the evil computer program from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
Good luck with that one. The BTs, the ghost things from Death Stranding.
Ooh.
And Dr. Robotnik / Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my goodness. I love this one.
No. Oh no. So you have ghosts, an evil guy, and a computer program.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I'm unsure about with the BTs is that, like, are they humanoids or can they also be like, I had seen some videos where the BTs seemed like they were fucking fish, like they were whales kind of looking things. Do y'all know? Could they be anything?
I was under the impression that the BTs in general were humans, and that I don't know. I'm not sure if they create the monsters. If that makes sense.
I mean, they're just supernatural entities, right? So they could be human, they could be a whale, they could be anything else that might have, like, been living at one point. So who's to say they could have been a plant too? I don't know.
The specific quote from the Death Stranding wiki, which is obviously not canon, but it says, "Beached things, simply known as BTs, are otherworldly entities that have somehow stranded," these are all quotation marks, "stranded themselves on Earth following the Death Stranding. They are antagonistic towards the living and will seek them out to devour them." So,
they're just your typical evil entity, demon, ghost things that want to eat you.
So I guess then, in general, you have the option to choose if you would like a person BT or if you would like a colossal whale BT thing.
I can marry a whale. I can get down with that.
Yeah, pretty good.
Did you guys beat Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I propose that the Hades that we're talking about is the Hades at the end of the game, which is like the Deathbringer thing. It's like a robot, kind of. Like the final boss kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think that thing is infected with Hades. I'm pretty, like, it's got Hades in there, I thought.
I believe so, yes. Well, that's how you like, take the, God, it's been a minute.
Well,
you take the thing out of it,
right? Yeah.
I think it's like a little ball thing.
Yeah.
Right. But then he kind of, if you want to be, like, super canonical, and I guess spoilers for Horizon Zero Dawn, I apologize. He is, like, in this little computer box at the very, very end.
So do you want to fuck a giant robot or do you want to fuck a computer box?
Well, I want to fuck a giant robot, obviously. That's I was like, I want to just get my hand around,
we can definitely make it the last thing that he possessed before being captured.
It could be either one. I think I'm just trying to think about, like, what I would want, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like the death bot sounds pretty appealing to me.
The one that wants to rip your organics from your flesh.
Yes.
And turn your biomass into fuel. I mean, that would be the ultimate. Honestly, married. Do you say you want to fuck or do you want to marry?
I don't know. I don't think I can fuck the robot. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's a fucking robot.
We're leaving out the most important character here, which is Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah.
Where do we fall on that?
It's a good question.
Daddy.
Okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
Hear me out. He's daddy.
Okay.
That's it. That's your whole flex. Is he's daddy?
So wait. So do you marry daddy, or do you fuck daddy, or do you kill daddy? Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Words.
You can't do all three. You have to choose one. You keep looking at us. This is great podcasting, but Olivia's giving us like some side eye, like winky winky.
What would Sonic the Hedgehog do? Yeah.
Do you remember in Sonic Dreams when like,
Arcade kids? Arcade kids? The VR experience of their lifetime? Yes.
Oh god, that game was. Ooh.
Okay, I feel like out of all of these characters, Eggman, Robotnik, is the one that could provide for me. We could have a true partnership, whereas Hades is all focused on themselves, and the BTs don't really have a consciousness as far as we know. We don't know yet, for sure, but in my opinion, I could actually have a true conversation with Eggman. So I'm going to marry Eggman, I think, is where I'm falling on this.
I'm also falling on that as well, because I feel like with all of his failures, I could be the one to like support him in his endeavors against Sonic. You know, be like there for him when like he failed again. I'm like, it's okay. We have tomorrow to try again. And like, what if you try this? And have you thought of this? You know, be very supportive.
That's very supportive.
It's super supportive.
Okay.
Maybe like stop turning little babies into robots. You don't have to do that, Robotnik. You could just come home, just get a day job. It'll be fine.
Do we really need to capture all the animals in the forest? I don't know.
Okay, so I just want to put out there that I also think I would marry Dr. Robotnik. Does that mean that the Greetings from Podcast is anti-Sonic the Hedgehog, pro Dr. Robotnik?
I hope we made it very clear that fuck Sonic the Hedgehog. He's a motherfucker. The only good thing about Sonic games is Chow and Robotnik. Those are the only two things I like about them. And Big the Cat. I'm sorry. 3 things.
Big the Cat's very important. Okay, as an aside about Sonic, I don't know what it's from, but I know it's been going around on TikTok, so like now that's how I'm getting memes back into my system. But it's that voice clip that's like, hey, you want to smell my feet? They're so stinky. What is that from?
No.
Because it's Sonic. It's Sonic's voice.
That TikTok is amazing. It's art.
Yes.
It's true art.
Did it start on TikTok or did it come from something else? I need the derivative. Like, what's the original work here?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I need
I've only seen it on TikTok. We need like a memeologist here to help us.
Okay, it's not going to be me today, but I've been thinking about that one a lot.
We'll find out, and we'll maybe put it in the show notes. Mystery solved.
I feel like I don't have enough information about the BTs to make a decision, because I'm like, I think they turn you old, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And they drag you around.
I'm definitely killing the
BTs.
BTs.
Potentially.
I'm definitely killing the BTs, because I don't know what spooky fuck is happening there, and they just need to die, or not be living anymore.
But maybe instead of killing the spooky fucks, you have a spooky fuck.
I'm not sure that's a spooky fuck I want. I feel like there's plenty of other ghost dick out there that is more viable and enjoyable.
Such as Dead Hand? You're already committed to
Dead Hand is wifey material. I don't know why you guys don't see this.
I'll need to, like, I feel like at the end of this we're going to have a conversation about, like, what our ultimate takeaways are. Like, who really won your heart? You know what I mean?
We'll have to find out. But I don't know how I'm going to fuck the robot, because, like I discussed,
it's more,
like I kind of mentioned,
it's kind of a concept.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of an assimilation where he is just ripping the flesh from my body and assimilating it into biofuel for him to sustain his...
If we think about getting married to someone... I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Rebecca, if you want to go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If we think about getting married to someone where the idea is like, oh, we're going to support each other, be together for a long time... I think Hades has been going for like tens of thousands of years, like he's like really had like a goal in mind, or I guess they've had a goal in mind and they've stuck to it. So like you could support them, and also Eggman probably has functional genitalia, and like I don't want to fuck the robot.
Okay,
that's an option.
Okay,
I did not expect that to be like the key point, like the touchstone of the podcast is, can you fuck it? Does it have like legitimate real genitalia? I love that that's been the thing. We have to always kind of remind ourselves.
I'm sure it has a port.
And
Continue, Tyler. I apologize.
I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. Like, if you want to fuck the robot, do whatever brings you the joy that you deserve in your life. But I just can't get down with that.
can I tell you what I really want? What I really, really want?
Yo, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Okay, what I really, really want is in my mind, this is my Horizon Zero Dawn fanfic. Okay, so Hades, we'll say that maybe Hades could get the power of Gaia, which she was, like, making people. She was, like, a people printer, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If she could print people, does that mean she could print me, like, Hades taking over Gaia and printing people for me? So, specifically, could I get Hades/Gaia to print me a Rost? Because I would marry him. Can I, like, circumvent it and just get Rost, which is really what I want?
For some reason, I thought you were gonna, like, can you print a copy exactly of myself and fuck myself? It's where my mind went. So that's all. I don't know.
I was gonna go
like, sorry, that's where
in the direction.
That's where she's going with this.
I was gonna go in the direction that you would allow Hades to completely take control of your body, and it would be like he is in you,
Wow.
and you are like one together. You know, like backseat driving.
Is
That's
the hiss
too real.
on this list? Can I fuck the hiss?
The hiss is on this list.
Oh my God, really? Oh.
Well, when the hiss
Yeah.
arrives, we'll make the judgment decision because he might be paired with something else. So yeah, I'm fucking the robot. It's got a port or something, or it's got other things that can insert into me. We're fine. We're good. Like I said, I'll just become the biomass fuel that he consumes to sustain his energy.
That is hella kinky.
I don't know what to tell you.
I love it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm thinking like a car. It's like a car. Like, people are really into cars sometimes, and you're like, okay.
There's a whole, like, people marry their cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I'm
some.
sure
There's
they
like
do.
a car fetish or something.
I don't know if it was My Strange Addiction. I don't want to get into too much of a tangent, but there was a guy who
There
like,
was.
legitimately fucked his car.
Oh yeah.
So
That exhaust pipe.
I mean,
so sexy.
don't let your dreams be dreams.
okay, I'm gonna fuck Eggman. I'm gonna marry the Deathbringer Hades, and I'm gonna kill the BTs if that's even possible, and they don't explode.
Okay.
The BTs are dead for me. I'm fucking the robot, and I'm marrying my egghead.
I'm gonna marry Hades. I'm gonna. Oh God, I can't. Even... I'm sorry. Now I'm like shit. I'm like I kind of want to backtrack because I kind of want to fuck the BTs. I kind of want to. I just am too curious. That probably is an option in Death Stranding. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. And then we'll drink like a bunch of monsters after, and I'll just open my mouth, and the time ring will turn me into a can of monster. So I guess what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna fuck the BTs. Well, who knows what's gonna happen to me? Maybe I'll just cry for a long time. I'm going to marry Dr. Robotnik. He has a job. And then I guess I'll kill Hades. It doesn't really matter.
I'm glad I'm with your decision to kill
one...
the robot that ends all of humanity. So
I'm gonna take one for the team and it's to try to fuck the ghost things.
Report back.
Okay. Or don't. Actually, please don't if you're asking. Okay. Are you ready for round 4?
yes.
All right, round 4. God, this is such a cursed episode. All right, so I've pulled 3 random names, and they are Mr. X from Resident Evil 2, because of course, Kingseeker Frampt from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kill it.
And Lisa from PT.
I have to look up what Lisa looks like. So
We can all agree that the Kingseeker thing has to die, right?
No, absolutely not.
I
Absolutely
don't think so.
not.
I watched a video of that thing and I dislike it greatly. I don't see the appeal.
He just like
Please
you ring a
explain.
bunch of bells and then he's like, "Hello,
Yeah.
have you thus rang the bells of awakening?" That's not what he sounds like at all. Sorry.
I think I have to stand by my big mouth decisions and marry Kingseeker Frampt.
He is the primordial serpent.
Yeah. We'll have a great time together. And then I'm fucking Mr. X because that body. Like, rip me in two. And then I am definitely killing Lisa because I don't think she presents herself very well, and I don't want her haunting me ever. So
can you kill Lisa? Is she killable? Because I feel like the
know.
implication in PT is that she was killed and is now out for vengeance, and perhaps so shall she may stay for all eternity.
I will have to find
Lisa
the ritual.
the first BT.
She could be. Maybe.
She could
She
be.
could be the origin.
Don't touch that dial now. Yeah, I bet she could be. Well, part of that radio spiel from PT plays in Metal Gear Solid 5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all
canon. You can get her
part
as
of the
a thing you
Kojima
can
universe.
In like you can make a little like inflatable whatever her name is in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh.
She's spooky. Yeah.
So I would say she's the first BT, yes.
I've made my decision and I don't feel great about it.
Please share it with the world.
I have to kill the Kingseeker because what even is it? I'm gonna fuck Mr. X because like have you guys seen that mod of him like in a thong?
Yes, like I said,
Yeah.
that body. It's what I need.
I'm trying to remember. Does he just say stars? Is that like his thing? He just keeps saying stars, or am I getting? Is that another one?
Does he say that?
Yeah,
I don't think he says anything.
I think that's the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I think it was just like
in my head, X gonna give it to you. Just follows him everywhere.
yeah.
And that means I have to marry Lisa, but she has a home, and it's an endless. She owns her own place.
It's a home with a lot of space. It's true. We've discussed this.
Endless space. Although it would really suck if you're like trying to get home and you just like come in the door and you're like, fuck, it's like the red weird like time shift zone has happened now. Great. How long is this going to go on for? And then she's just right behind you breathing in your ear. Like, that would not be great.
You have to do a couple
Hello,
of
honey. Mm-hmm. And there's just a dead baby just in your, like you're trying to wash your hands after using the bathroom. There's just a dead baby. They're like, great. What am I supposed to do with this, Lisa?
Honey, can we please move the fetus in the sink? Can we do that? Do you mind?
Jareth.
No, there's a clog.
Jareth.
Oh, that game is so fucking cursed. I respect those choices. I also will fuck Mr. X. I think that's just he's in there just for the fucking. I'm like really on the fence. Like I kind of want to marry Kingseeker Frampt, but like I also know that he has a motive to use me, and I don't know how I feel about that. So I like feel a little conflicted about that because I know he's all about linking the fire, and maybe I'm not about that life. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have to burn myself on the pyre for these people who I don't even know.
When they talk about marriage, it's like you want to give 60% always. So even if he's gonna use you, like maybe that's part of what marriage is all about,
Him using me to put me on a fire and bring back the age of the sun gods again.
I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what the Dark Souls
canon.
That's
perfectly fine. That was not even a good rendition of the Dark Souls canon. That was actually a poor rendition of it. So
I'm just saying you might have to give a little bit more than you take in your marriage to the Kingseeker weird boy.
Do you think Kingseeker would be willing to have an open relationship? Because I would be interested in like taking a tour through Nito. Full stop.
Is Nito the bone guy?
Yeah,
He's
Nito's
the bone
bone
daddy.
guy.
It's kind of bone for sure.
The bone daddy. So I'll fuck Mr. X. We're all on the same page there. I'm gonna marry Kingseeker Frampt if we can have a polyamorous relationship, and I can also bring in Nito, Gravelord Nito. And then I guess I'll kill Lisa. I don't think that's possible. But maybe I can set her spirit free, and she can finally rest. You're welcome, Lisa.
Exactly.
I did
or
that
she'll
for
follow
you,
you
baby
forever.
girl.
Whatever. She'll just
Or
be
she'll
right
follow me
behind you the
forever.
rest
It's
of your
fine.
life.
I feel like somebody in the Dark Souls universe can probably figure out what to do with that. Like I feel like there's probably something. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I'm not an expert or anything.
Absolutely.
This is dreadful chaos.
How far have we fallen from God's light?
Not far enough yet, I don't think. There's still some redemption. We can still be saved.
There's still time. There's still hope.
It's when there's no hope. It's when we are as far as we can go.
Yeah, I don't...
Let's find out. What's the next round?
Okay, let's find out. So shall we do one more round? Okay, I didn't pull these ahead of time, so I have to actually do some math right here. Yes, I am not sure. God, I can't read that. Oh, okay. Oh, just to put it out there, we got Andrew Ryan again, but I removed him because we have already done that.
Because I would fuck him again.
We've already done that. Well, I feel like we all know where we stand with God on Andrew Ryan.
We do.
And it's fine.
Go listen to our Valentine Mary Fuck Kill if you don't know what we're talking about.
Which
I enjoyed thoroughly.
Okay. This is a cursed group. All right, so for our 5th and final round of FFK villain / horror movie creature whatever, our God, these are so bad. We have a Big Daddy from Bioshock, just a Big Daddy that didn't specify. We have Revolver Ocelot.
Ooh. Ooh.
And we also have the Hiss. So the Hiss, which is like a paranatural entity from Control, Big Daddy, the big bubbly men from Bioshock, and then Revolver Ocelot, Triple Crosser. I don't really actually know that much about Revolver Ocelot.
Can we do? I wonder if all Revolver Ocelots are available, like every age of Revolver Ocelot.
I would say it doesn't. It just so if I look, it just says Metal Gear Solid series. So I would say that is completely up to your discretion which Revolver Ocelot you want to pick. If they had said Metal Gear Solid or a Metal Gear Solid a number, like I think Metal Gear Solid 5 Revolver Ocelot is pretty fine.
Yeah. No, I think all Ocelots are fine. It's just they all have different traits that I really do love. Like in Metal Gear Solid 3 when he just goes meow meow, just starts like meowing at you while you're fighting him, which I really appreciate. That game is trash, and I love it.
He's not your enemy in 5, right? Because you're not playing Solid Snake, right?
Yeah, he's on your side.
Does that track? Okay.
Yeah, he's your buddy. You're playing as Big Boss.
Big Boss. Okay, so I would say any Revolver Ocelot's on the table. The Hiss is like an entity. With the Hiss, can I pick? Like, with the Hiss, can I pick? Like, can I say specifically I want a Hiss-controlled Director Zachariah Trench? Because now we're talking.
I feel like Zachariah Trench is allied with the Hiss, and, like, he continues to exist after he's already dead. So you could let the Hiss take you, and then you can do whatever you want in your brain.
I mean, yeah, the Hiss is just one collective. It's a bunch of entities, but it's a huge collective. It's just like the
endless Zachariah Trench orgy with 100 Zachariah Trenches in your brain.
Yeah.
The thing I struggle with the Hiss is that because Polaris / Hedron is their natural enemy, that means I can't be with who I truly, wholeheartedly, undyingly love, which is Casper Darling, and that's what I really want, what I really, really want. So, I think we're just at an impasse. I think for the sake of Dr. Darling's memory and legacy, and maybe the hope that I could bone him in the afterlife, I'm going to kill the Hiss and take control. Which means that I'm going... I'm going to fuck a Big Daddy. I don't know how it's going to work, but we can figure it out. And then I'm going to marry Revolver Ocelot because I just want that around me all the time. There you go.
I decided. I have the same list because I'm like, I don't want to get too blue here, but I'm like, that arm is replaceable with the Big Daddy, so you can do lots of things with an arm.
Yeah.
Okay, you give me shit for fucking Bonehand or whatever his name was, but sure, Bioshock, Big Daddies, no big deal.
Dude, for some reason, the dead hand thing is just so much grosser, where it's like, I never have to look at the Big Daddy. Just like keep the mask on.
Okay.
But the bone hand, it's just hands everywhere, which I
You never
can't.
have to know what's in the Big Daddy.
Fine.
Yeah.
I will say, this is a tangent, but I will say that my very good friend Kate and I had a long conversation about Sam from the Outer Worlds, because he can have his like thing replaced, and so we were hoping that it would be Fisto. You know what I mean? Remember Fisto?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that, but Big Daddy. So it's like, you want a flamethrower arm? You want a drill? Do you want, I don't know, get creative.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. Like, it
anything.
rotates. There are things. There's symbiont. You can make a thing happen.
Happen.
And then I think that Revolver Ocelot is just beautiful in all his forms, even when he's Shaska. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough because the Hiss fascinates me. I feel like it would be the best fuck because it's your mind and they know everything about you and like they could please you in ways that you wouldn't know even yourself, but like you wouldn't know. Like it'd be like if you were in a dream and like you could just fucking control the dream and things happen and you're like, oh my god, amazing. So I think
this is some Asari shit right here.
Yeah, like I'm a hedonistic. Like, let's go. So I guess I'll fuck the Hiss, which means collectively all of them, every single one. And
sorry.
And I
love your resolve.
God, I don't want to kill a Big Daddy, but I also don't want to marry one.
There's more than that one. Like,
I
you just have to kill
know.
one. You
But
don't
like
have to
they're
kill
also
every
really
Big
protective
Daddy.
of you. Like if they get that imprint on you, like they are your bae for life. Like they will fuck anyone else's shit up. Like they are for you all the time.
If you kill Ocelot,
Very
we're gonna
true.
have a problem. That's all I'm trying to say.
I am not super familiar with Ocelots. I have not played too much of Metal Gear Solid to know what that is, or who he is, or who
I
they
have
are.
that video of him meowing pulled up, ready to go after this podcast is over. I'm making you both watch it. So
I think
just a heads up.
I think the Ocelot is gonna have to go. I'm sorry. It's gotta end. Is no longer alive, and I guess I'm just marrying Big Daddy.
Can you kill the fastest gun in the world? I don't know. How would you describe Ocelot's gun wielding skills? He just does a lot of like flippy shit.
There's a part where he accidentally shoots out Big Boss's eye. So maybe he's not the most talented, but he tries. God damn it.
That's fair. Well, we'll give him a 10 for showmanship and a 1 for accuracy.
So yeah, that's my decision.
You're a monster.
I like it.
Don't know what to tell you.
God, this. I know I've already said it's cursed, but it's cursed. Any big takeaways? Anybody really stand out to you as like that's the one I'm gonna take home to meet mom, or not?
I definitely stand by my decision to fuck Bonehand or to marry Bonehand. Excuse me. And
Yeah.
Dead hand?
Dead Hand. Whatever. There are too many.
You can't tell us your secret nicknames, like your pet
Sorry.
names. We can't know.
Sorry,
those.
that was our pet name. Sorry.
Bonehand.
I'm surprised nothing from Dead Space showed up. Like nothing from that universe.
So some other highlights. So we did have slashers from Dead Space.
Okay.
That was one.
But no like necromorphs.
No necromorphs. None actually. So some of the other ones that we had were King Boom Boo from Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay.
That's cursed. We had Cazadors from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh god.
We had Wendigos from Until Dawn.
That would have been fucked.
We had I'm trying to think. No, we had Father Gascoigne from Bloodborne. I was really hoping we were gonna get that one, but we didn't.
Oh, that's a good one.
We got Dracula from Castlevania Any, so you get to pick what Dracula you wanted. We got Comstock / Booker DeWitt from Bioshock Infinite. Spoilers, sorry. It's been like a decade. I think you guys are fine. We got Pyramid Head. We got Ganondorf. We got Handsome Jack. We got Shodan. We got...
So we got all these other really good people.
Yeah, we got the...
But we got like
Gatherers
the
from
really
Amnesia.
cool, weird ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also got Chris Walker from Outlast. For anybody that didn't get Mr. X, well, there's still Chris Walker.
I think one of the things I took away from this was that Mr. X is still fucking hot.
Yeah. He really is.
He still tracks.
He could get it. Absolutely.
I love how we're just all
Especially
willing to be murdered for sex. Like, if it's a good...
Well, maybe he has a tender heart. Maybe he just wants someone to, like, love him right. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he wouldn't punch you through a door if you were like, hey, baby.
I feel like I would want him to punch me through a door. Like...
Well, I don't
definitely
tell you what you
want
can
him to
cannot
pin
do
me
in your
against the
private
wall,
time.
like, for sure.
Whew.
But, like,
So
on the
don't
wall and
give
through
it
the
to
wall.
Ooh.
We don't currently use album artwork for the episodes, but this one makes me want to get a custom picture of Mr. X in his thong and make it the album artwork for this episode. So we'll see what happens.
I believe in you. I believe in you to do that. If not, put it on our YouTube upload or whatever. That's oh boy. But yeah, lots of good ones.
Y'all should have married Revolver, Ocelot. He's the one I'm taking home to mom. Help me
I
out,
married Revolver Ocelot. How dare
Yeah,
you?
who among our picks are we taking home to mom? Obviously the one people who married.
Mr. X.
We didn't marry Mr. X, you
Probably.
fucked him.
Yeah, I did.
You could still take him home to mom.
I guess.
Maybe just take him to Thanksgiving. I don't know. Thanksgiving's coming up. Everybody needs a date.
So we can murder your whole family.
Mr. X is right there. You just booty call him and just be like, "Look, just eat some of Grandma's cranberry sauce. It's not a big deal. We don't have to stay long. It's fine."
I'm definitely taking Robotnik home to my mom, for sure.
Oh, good.
Why not?
That's
He'd be like really kooky. He'd try to really hard to impress himself in front of everyone, you know, because he has like self-esteem issues and, you know.
He'd be really outgoing.
Yeah.
Get along with Uncle Jack, who you just dislike a lot, but they find a connection with their shared interest in sports.
Exactly.
I'd bring Resetti home. He seems like he would be perfectly middle of the road, acceptable he's a mole,
he's
right?
safe.
So he's a perfectly receptible, like, mole man, which is totally fine. Oh boy, this whole thing is awful. All right, shall we do some salutations?
Yes.
All right, so we haven't done these for a minute, so for people who are just tuning in or need a refresher or haven't listened before or what have you, salutations is where we give a shout out to some of the very cool things that we enjoy. That's it. It used to be about video games, and it was about video games and other things, and now I don't really care. There's no rules anymore. No rules, just right. Tyler, would you like to get us started off with your salutation?
Yeah. I know Halloween is over, but if y'all are interested in like a really good spooky very well done story, watch Marianne on Netflix. It's a French TV show, so it's all in French, but you can just turn subtitles on or just do the English dub, whatever you want to do. But it is so like spooky, creepy, and it's like just on a whole, it's been elevated to a whole different level. Because I don't know, Europe just does horror better, I guess. I don't know, but like people really rave about what was it, the Haunting on Hill House or whatever that Netflix did, the English, you know, or American make of a scary story. But like this Marianne is like above and beyond in its production and everything else. Definitely don't watch it, you know, before you go to bed, especially you, Olivia. I know you don't like, you know, spooky scary things too much, but like this is actually a really good show. Like it doesn't do jump scares. It's just creepy. Very, very creepy. So that's what I recommend.
That's cool.
Marianne on Netflix.
Nice. That's awesome. I'll go ahead and go next because I got some good things here. I technically have two, but I'll make my first one really fast. The first one is just going to be Mountain Dew Code Red because I've had some Mountain Dew Code Red recently for like the first time in like a very long time, and Mountain Dew Code Red still holds the fuck up.
Does it?
Like, if you want to get a sugar high and then crash super hard, but when you're staying up for 25 hours, you're like, yeah, this is what I need. This is my lifeblood.
Okay.
Give me the gamer fuel. The other thing that's been taking my time is Destiny 2 on PC, because I switched over from the PS4 to PC just to try out some of the, like, how does it run? Turns out it runs a fuck ton better, and it actually like, loads properly. I don't know if you guys have played Destiny recently, but the load times on PS4 are like, I'm sitting here for a minute or two just waiting. Whereas on PC, it's like 30 seconds and it's just done. So, and it looks a lot nicer. So I would recommend, if you are interested in Destiny 2, play it on PC. And that's it. Rebecca, what's your salutation?
So my salutation I've been sitting on for a minute. In my quest to become the Jeff Backlund of this podcast, my salutation is pinball, but in real life. When I was in Seattle, like now about 2 months ago, we went we were killing time on Sunday. We went to a pinball arcade, and that was like the first time I had legitimately been in one and actually played pinball. Like, my opinion of pinball was neutral. And then I went into the pinball arcade, and I had one of my friend's boyfriends show me how to play, because I didn't know there was like strategy and stuff to it. I never really understood the concept. But they had a bunch of the tables that Jeff had talked about on the Beastcast. So they had like the Willy Wonka table, they had the Addams Family table. They had lots of really good themed property tables, and turns out pinball is fucking awesome. It's so much fun, actually. I had a ton of fun playing it, and apparently I kick absolute ass at the Iron Maiden table, so come at me, bro.
I'm glad you like it.
I don't know, but I left being like, wow, shit, I didn't know pinball was this cool. I have only ever played pinball, like, you remember the Microsoft pinball?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was like, that was it. That was my only
Which is nothing,
thing.
It's nothing compared to, like, the real pinball. Real pinball is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm now very extremely pro real pinball. So catch me.
Are you gonna get into like digital pinball?
I don't know if it just doesn't have the same feel. I like it when a table is screaming at me and I don't know what's happening, and there's like a million lights.
And I kind of feel
the confusion is part of the game.
I kind of feel like if it's simulated, there's always like in the back of my mind like they could totally, the programming fucks you over. And I know like the real life pinball can also be rigged just as easily, but I feel like real life pinball has less of a chance. It feels more real. Like the odds of the ball going where I want it to or whatever is better than digital pinball. Because I've done digital pinball before and it's okay. But like, real pinball is where it's at. So
fair.
Yeah. It has a good mouthfeel. I appreciate having a bunch of lights screaming at me. But we had a ton of fun. It was like a very easy way to kill a ton of time. And so catch me at the Cobra Arcade. I guess that's where I live now. There's like a pizza place downtown that has like a secret back section that's an arcade. You go through the fridge to get in, apparently.
Where?
Oh my god, I totally forgot. There's a pinball museum here in Buffalo.
No way.
Yeah, I should go check it out. There's like a whole like scene for people who are like very into pinball on here. So I'll report back next time.
Oh my god, please. I want to also go with you. I want to learn all there is to know about pinball. All right, so I think that a podcast makes. All right, this has been the Greetings From Podcast. You can find us wherever podcasts are hosted, such as Apple Podcasts, Simplecast, Spotify, and more. You can send your questions to greetingsfromcast@gmail.com. You can visit us online at greetingsfrom.zone. We have a blog. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Reddit. We're on Discord. We're on everything you can possibly imagine. My name is Rebecca Faye. You can find me online at Rebecca Faye. Olivia, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at LiveJQ. Tyler, where can they find you?
You can find me fucking Mr. Bonehand, not World Jumping on Twitter.
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that into a bluegrass number.
Hey gamers, that was it. That was the podcast. Thank you for listening. Our intro and outro song is an edited version of Deep Fried Space Food by Substitute Sandwiches. You can find a link to the song, plus links to everything else we talked about this week, in the podcast description. Please visit us at greetingsfromcast.zone to listen to more episodes, or find out more about your hosts and catch up on our blog. You can also follow us on Twitch and Twitter at greetingsfrompc. Send your questions, messages, or rants about every food being a sandwich to greetingsfrom@gmail.com. Or you can call us on our hotline at 347-642-6377. Bad with phone numbers like me? Just remember to dial Firm Gamers and you'll reach us. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.